All right, so what's up, people? I hate to have to say this. I don't know what the fuck happened. It was right after I made my Rumble video too. YouTube has totally changed the way that they operate. So I can't see my subscriptions. I can't see my own videos. I can't see they've curated this site in such a way that I think from moving forward I'm just gonna be on Rumble because when you make when I'm trying to find my own shit and I have to go to YouTube Creator Studio, I have to pull up a whole separate screen, a weirdo screen where it shows me everything in miniature, like it's a little micro doll, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Somebody obviously rolled out a beta test without beta testing it. I can't even click on my own channel. It won't let me. You know what I'm saying? I have to go out and go into a whole nother app that because I'm a creator that I have access to, like a back door to get to my own fucking videos. I shouldn't have to do that. Never had to do it before. This is something YouTube decided to roll out and be silly with, and I don't know. I don't understand who's on first, man. I don't get it. So I'm gonna. I plan on Tom. Dropped a new video. I plan on doing a watch along. I didn't look at it yet because obviously, it's a watch along for a reason. I go in blind like I always do. I'll probably do that a little bit later today. Sinners drops on fucking digital tonight at midnight. I already pre-ordered it. So you know what I'm gonna be doing at 12:01 a.m., motherfucker. I'm gonna be watching Sinners again. Great movie, best movie of the year so far, without a shadow of a doubt. A damn near flawless movie. And one scene in the movie is just like probably the best scene I've seen since fucking De Niro and Pacino was sitting in the diner together. You know what I'm saying? If you know Heat, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But why YouTube? Why? I like your fucking site. Well, I used to like your site because like this is where I put everything. And now you're making everything hard to find. All you're doing is propping up stale shit, man. Shit from like 6 years ago. I'm like, no, I don't want to. No, I said most recent. No, what happened to the tab that said subscriptions? That's how I curated my watch later feed. Why did you get rid of all that? You got rid of all that, or you hid it behind like 18 chess moves. I don't know. I don't know what's going on YouTube. Convert it back. I made a comment, a feedback comment, whatever to them. But I'm nobody to YouTube. I don't know who this helps. I think that again, this is one of those things where they do shit like to try to prop up certain channels. Like especially they wanted to. I remember back in the day when they wanted to try to prop up all the mainstream, news outlets like CNN and MSNBC, and so they prioritize those channels. It's just like, come on, man. You don't have to make things intentionally difficult to navigate. You don't need to do that. But you decided to do it, so and I have so many Rumble exclusives anyway. Figure, well, if I'm making videos, I'm gonna make a Tom watch along on YouTube. But I think moving forward, I'm gonna be focusing more on Rumble. If for whatever reason you don't want to follow me over there, you're intimidated by the fact that it's a website other than YouTube, well then fine. I've never been a person that is trying to, how should I say, like gain a bunch of fucking followers or gain a bunch of subscribers. It's just not my thing. I prefer less. I prefer quality over quantity. You know, and YouTube is certainly making it hard to fucking like even access my own shit. Just to access my own fucking shit, I have to go through backdoor after backdoor after backdoor. I shouldn't have to do that. And if it's that difficult for me, then how difficult is it for you? Do you even get notifications anymore? Is that the only way you can see fucking posts? I can't even pull up posts. I have to go into Creator Studio to see my posts, and then I can see this screen that looks like it's a tiny fucking screen. Everything's in miniature, and I have to squint. Like, which post is that? And a lot of them will say ad on it. Ad. I don't have ads enabled on my videos. So, yeah, it's a disappointing day. I don't know what... They rolled this out on, well, pretty much the beginning of June. Happy Pride Month, by the way, everybody. Stay safe out there. But the thing is, it's like, whose grand idea was this? What fucking nerd thought this was a good idea? I have no clue. It just makes everything that much more difficult to wade through. I can't even curate my watch later feed anymore, because there's no... As soon as you go into YouTube, it gives you a bunch of tabs on the top, and it's like all these like categories, but none of them say subscriptions. Because that's what I go to. I go to my subscriptions, and then I scroll through them, and I mark the ones I want to watch later, and then I go and curate that list, and then it gives me my playlist for the night. How hard was that? Pretty easy. Now it's like fucking impossible, because they'll show me shit from 6 years ago, and they talk about recently added. I'm like, 6 years ago ain't recently added, motherfucker. I didn't know. How about subscriptions? How difficult is that? I have no fucking clue. But hey, like I say, man, go over to Rumble. Same guy, Jason666 King. Find me over there. That's where you're going to see my latest videos. Until YouTube gets their fucking, situation figured out. Because I know I'm not the only one that's complaining about this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This makes absolutely no sense. It's some little fucking nerd that thought he was like, probably AI influenced too, man. These fucking kids these days, man, they can't even think for themselves. Yeah, I use AI. But when I make a really, like, if I make an awesome poem to Marie Laveau, that comes from me. If I say it comes from me, it comes from me. That's rule number 2. I don't lie. And if it's AI poetry, I'll tell you. Yeah, look at this. AI poetry. It's pretty cool, huh? But when I make my own shit, I make my own shit. And I shouldn't have to fucking, like, have to dig through 18 piles of fucking trash to get to my fucking piece of gold. You know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be the case. So until YouTube fixes whatever the fuck they did wrong and fire somebody for being an idiot, it's like I work in retail, so if something is not within the grasp of the customer, then you failed. If you have piles and piles of shit in the back room, guess what? The customer don't get to go in the back room. That's missed opportunity. All because somebody's, this is a joke that I have. Everybody's taking it up, because when I say something, they hear me first, they get mad. Then they hear it again, and they're like, you know what? He's on to something here. And then the third time's a charm, and they get it completely. You got these motherfuckers that sit in a cubicle, and they get paid to win a sales contest, so they get to go on a cruise to the Bahamas or some shit, They get to go on one of them fucking, one of them Frankenstein boats. You know what I'm saying? They get the new car or something. It's a sales contest. And these dudes sitting in a cubicle somewhere fucking like, okay, I'll take 8 pallets of this, or I'll take 10 pallets of that. And we'll distribute it to all the stores, and everything will be cool, right? No, it isn't, because all it does is sit in the back room, gathering dust. That type of behavior. I don't know, man. Let's just be direct. Let's be straightforward. You don't have to hide shit. You don't have to fucking put shit in the back room where nobody can get to it. Customer ain't gonna be able to buy it that way, dude. Yep, anywho, important announcement. Who cares? You won't see this anyway because it's probably going to be in, like an entertainment feed or some shit. Who knows?